Hi Stargazers, Arik here, and I'm here to talk about the new moon in Aries. It's coming up on April 12th, and the window is going to be opening on April 11th. So please sign up to my new moon in Aries workshop. We're going to be working on healing battle wounds. So we had the full moon in Aries, the full moon of battles at the beginning of Aries, and of course we had the astrological new year as well. And now we're going to be healing these battle wounds. And also I want to thank you if you've been doing the work, if you've been participating in my events and you've been doing the inner journey and the inner work and everything. It's really amazing because the light is increasing. It's been a great, past few weeks since these events that we've had. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been like a lot of momentum gaining. And I know it's very difficult to see because it's not easy to report spiritual events and light increasing. It's not like something you can read it as a statistic, not yet anyhow. And it's also not something that's in the media per se, but it's for those of you who can see and feel the light, then you can know that, you can attest to that. It is increasing, and I've been saying that since last year even, that there's so much magic, there's so much light surrounding the earth, and everything that's going on is distracting us from that. But there's so much there for us to tap into, and of course that brings up situations like that. We have our hand in what's going on, and we need to use that light energy, these blessings that are available to us, in a way that's going to move towards liberation and not more towards entrapment. Let's just call it like that. So anyhow, thanks to you and all your inner work, things are increasing, the light is increasing. This is really good and amazing, but the spiritual war is still going on. Remember, we are in Aries. Aries is the warrior. Aries is the fighter. And the entire month of Aries is all about these inner battles that we have. Okay? So it's all about these inner battles, and we have to win these inner battles against our ego. So it's the light fighting with the darkness. The entire month of Aries, which I talk about in my upcoming book, Zodiac Hacks, is, this spiritual war for your mind, where you're fighting your ego. Like, am I going to be lazy? Am I going to complain? Am I going to be angry? Am I going to judge that person? And if you're not aware that the heat is really turned up with Aries, that you're constantly fighting your ego, your laziness, your victimization, your judgmental tendencies, your addictions even, then chances are the ego is running you. And it's already like, you're oblivious to it. So you can get your money back, you can get your investment back, you can get your mind back with this new moon in Aries, which is healing the battle wounds. Because when we've lost the battles, then we need to get that energy back. And this is also battle wounds that have to do with, injuries that we've inflicted on others, but also that have been inflicted on us by ourselves, by our partners, by our family, by our friends, by people at work. So it goes both ways. We can heal ourselves and we can heal others. And what's really amazing about this is that this new moon in healing, speaking from a healer's point of view, that true healing really occurs when there is like a spiritual awakening. And so really, in the way that I work, is that healing is spirituality. Spirituality is healing. A spiritual awakening brings about healing, because healers that I respect, and also even Aurelia, which is like a totally powerful healer when she used to do healing work, and myself, I've seen so many clients who have come, and their chakras have been blown out because of some healing treatment they had, or their meridians would be all out of whack, or their whole astrological anatomy, like everything would be blown out, because they go and they get all these supplementations or these alternative medicines or these shots and vax and whatnot, and it completely, like, the side effects are completely unknown. We have no idea what's going on with all that. So rebalancing the chakras, rebalancing the anatomy, rebalancing the energy flows and everything, it's really intense. So when we have spiritual awakenings, though, we strengthen our nervous system, and then it can handle these energies, these higher energies, with more efficiency. So yeah, I was really shocked when I found out that people see spirituality and healing as two completely different things. So you see here, I have the medicine Buddha, for example, and The medicine Buddha is in charge of many things, but one of them is healing. Okay, and this medicine Buddha is painted with pure gold, and it's like when you understand the authenticity of what's there. It's not a replica. This is like an original piece, and like it channels healing energy. And gold is very detoxifying and has a lot of spiritual qualities. And when you understand like what the medicine Buddha is teaching and what it's really about, and you can connect with that spiritually, then it's not just like a treatment or a service, but it can awaken spiritual, wisdoms within us, and then it's going to bring about healing. So then we can what's called like recontextualize things. So maybe people have treated us in a poor way before, and then we can forgive them, or we can forgive ourselves, or we can allow it to be, because this is also these battle wounds that we have to heal. Because if we hold grudges against people, then what happens is we put them in a box, we put ourselves in a box, and nobody can heal. Okay? Now, if people really can't change, then the relationship will get severed, and that's okay too, because who wants to be like in this hostage environment? But the thing is that we see this going on in the world, and that's why I'm so excited about this new moon in Aries. So please sign up for that. But this is why I'm so excited, is because when darkness rules over one of our minds, then it spreads into our local environment. And that's really what's going on. The darkness is trying to control all these local environments so that it can create a network of darkness and then thereby rule the entire world. And that's what we're seeing. Every supervillain wants to rule the entire world. And remember, that's what this whole Aries energy is all about. So all these battles that we've lost, where we have failed to not judge, where we have failed to not get angry, where we have failed to not be compassionate, all these like battles that we have failed to be, integrating and even healing ourselves, our own wellness. This is a big part of a spiritual path. If we just think, I don't need any of that, or I don't need that anymore and stuff like that, then this is like completely neglecting our spiritual responsibility. Because who really wants to go and be healed, work on themselves? It really sucks. First of all, you have to do it, and then it's like when you start activating healing energy, spiritual energy, things in your life start to move. So that's getting out of the comfort zone. So you can see it's a very proactive, it's a necessity to constantly be healing on the spiritual path, which is a big reason why committing to have a schedule of healing is so important. It's taking your vitamins, using your essential oils, using your stones, using eating right, exercising, all these things, drinking good water, so important. I could probably talk months just about water. Oh, and also the blend for this new moon is Healing Master. It's our #1 best-selling blend. It heals on all levels. I like to put it in the aroma lamp just to kind of get things, in a healing context. It's really amazing. So, but that's what's so important, that we have to recover from these battle wounds, because otherwise we get stuck and we can't change. I'm going to talk more about this in the new moon workshop, of course, because all these little battles, they determine the outcome of that war. So in order to win the war, the darkness needs to, again, get the mind of each person and then rule over everybody. So it's really about activating the spiritual light within us and then spreading that into our local environment and creating this network of light, which is happening, but so many of us don't see it. Then we get discouraged and then we lose again. So we really need to push forward, because we built up so much positive momentum from the astrological new year. At the end of Aries, we're going to begin a 7-week journey purifying the channels of manifestation. I'm doing a separate thing on that on my tarot site called Cosmic Pixels. But this new moon of healing battle wounds is going to really prepare us for that. And then we're moving into Taurus season, which is going to be really intense season, because Uranus is in Taurus. This is all about the controlling the masses and everything. So there's a lot going on there, but we can really change a lot of the things that are occurring. Now, the darkness has a whole arsenal of tools that it uses to manipulate us. It was even said the author of Merriam-Webster's dictionary, I think it was he started the dictionary because it was said that in order to change the Constitution, you would have to to manipulate it, because you can't get rid of it. But in order to change the meaning of it, you'd have to change the meaning of the words. So he started the dictionary to keep the meanings of the words, defined, so that the Constitution couldn't be changed. There's a lot of talk about that and everything. But the thing is that Merriam-Webster has now changed the meaning of the word vaccine. So you see how the darkness is just like trying to manipulate and do things. And that's again a recontextualization, but in a different way. So either way, the point is that when you don't control your ego controls everybody. Okay, and so it's all very important that we all do our part, and we become aware of the spiritual laws. We understand them. That's compassion, mercy, for example. Know the spiritual system and not get sucked into peer pressure, which is, trying to do mass control. The mandates that are not really necessarily legal by any, like we need to like just be mindful of all this manipulation that's going on. So the new moon in Aries is going to offer us an opportunity to heal our battle wounds, draw down healing, especially into the area of your life where this new moon is occurring for you. You can, after you sign up, you can type in your birth date and then it'll tell you where it's occurring. And it's going to start getting energy moving, and then we're going to be going through that 7-week journey, which is very arduous, but as we are activating the healing before then, it's going to make it even more powerful so that we can keep the shifts towards the positive and really liberate and not go more towards lockdowning ourselves on all levels. So, we want to plant these quantum seeds. That's what new moons are all about, really recognizing it, not just letting it pass by because then we miss the opportunity. So it's really being mindful of it, being powerful with it, and really awakening ourselves, because the darkness will fail. It's a big feat that it's trying to do. And it can only succeed with our, participation of it, whether it's conscious or not. So the difference is, will it fail in 3 years, 3 months, 3 days even, or by 2030. So it's up to us. I would love to talk more about this, but I can't. But we will see how the what comes out in the new moon workshop. So thank you guys all so much. Please let me know how the new moon in Aries is going for you. I love Aries energy. It's so amazing. And please, share this with anyone in your reality who you think needs it. My name is Arik. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.